stuff never gets seen. Keith Giffen and I had a create our own thing we did called Hero Squared, and Cartoon Network film of it. They wanted to do it live action, which is kind of funny. It was Cartoon Network, you know, and so they optioned it, and they hired Keith and I, and we wrote a couple of drafts of the script. And then, of course, what they decided along the way was they wanted to make it more like Ben 10, which has nothing to do with what Hero Squared.
Oh my God!
But you know, what are you going to do? And they hired somebody else to write. And of course, nothing ever happened, and it never came out. But you know, and people get paid to do this stuff. But the joy is when it does happen, when it does connect. You know, it's what a powerful thing that you're literally reaching millions of people with your ideas and with your words. You know, so all the other struggles and crazy things that go on, they're well-paid struggles for the most part.
Yeah, that's the one thing when people go, why do you put up with this? It's just because you get paid. It's stupid money.
And then when
you know,
if it gets made,
it's stupid money. I mean,
even if it's not exactly as you envisioned it, if it's, you know, if your ideas get to the screen and you're reaching millions of people, that's a pretty cool thing.
and it gets on IMDb, man. That's all they look at. They go, Bob Lane wants to do something. They look you up on IMDb Pro. You know, it's like they see a list of credits. They don't go watch whatever it is. Believe me, they'll see Ben Patel's Libra. Oh, you did an hour-long show from Cinemax. Oh, woo! You know.
So, if you guys want to direct, is that?
No, I don't want to. I don't.
You don't want to be behind it.
I have one script of mine that, in my fantasies, I would direct. I don't think I have the nervous system for directing. You know.
Oh, I could do it. I think it's like just a tedious ass job.
This one particular story is so intensely personal that I have fantasy. But it's just a fantasy. You know, it's nothing. It's not like, oh my God, I really want to direct a movie. You know.
So even though you're like the biggest Orson Welles fan, well, maybe that's why you don't want to
Right.
direct.
Look how well it turned out for
That's a
that.
shadow to stand under, right?
There's a perfect example you were talking before about that. You know, there's good and there's successful. There's Orson Welles. You know, he had this great hit with Citizen Kane. Made lots of brilliant movies in his lifetime that in his lifetime were almost universally failures. And after he died, everyone went, wow, Chimes at Midnight. That's a work of genius. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a evil. That's a work of genius. Oh, you know, all this. After he died, they all decided what a genius he was. And while he was alive, no one would give him the time of day.
That's absolutely true. That's the unfortunate thing about it. Short-sightedness is never in short supply in Hollywood. But I mean, yeah, I wrote one script, which is spec. The only spec script I ever wrote, because I don't usually write for free. And it was for, I actually got it in at Summit Pictures. It was called Messiah 2.0. It is about the second coming of Jesus Christ. He comes back as a computer program. It's a comedy, okay? They loved it. They said they thought, I ran into one of the executives at Summit at a cocktail party up in the Hollywood Hills. As you do, you network up there. And I told her basically the premise of the thing. She said, I want to read it. So I sent her the script. She fell in love with it. She said she thought it was the most brilliant thing she'd read in 5 years, but they always tell you that. You know, but anyway, so she said, I'm going to walk it right into the head of development. So that's what you hope for in life. When you get an head at a production house, you know, where they're going to walk it, you know, through the process without you having to pitch and all that kind of stuff, and no agents and no managers and all. I mean, I'm saying, oh, this is it. This is, you know. And it sat there for maybe 3 months. And usually in Hollywood, that's a good sign. Because if they hate it, they're like, no. They were, you know. And it sat there, and it sat there, and it sat there. So I'm like, what's going on? And when he's writing me back, you know, just wait. You know, it's on his desk, it's on his desk, it's on his desk. Finally, it turns out that he refused, the head guy refused to even read it. He says, we don't do religious pictures. And it's not a religious picture. It's people confusing a sentient computer to being Jesus. You know, it's like, and what the ramifications of it. And it's like, we don't like the title. And that was it. That was the end of my movie, you know.
And that's the end of our panel.